Hey, this is Doug from DOUGandNIKI here in the outdoor testing studio with a cool product which could be either indoor or outdoor. This is the G-Power Portable Charging Station, the 1000-watt version. This is an absolute beast in a very small size. It is beastly weighing. It is not light, but anytime you have this much power in a battery pack, it is always heavy, but not normally this compact. This is seriously much smaller. I do need to tell you this was provided to me to do this review, but with absolutely no instructions, and this thing has been so cool to use. So let me tell you the two key uses that I see for this, then I'll talk to you about some of the functions and stuff on here and give you a little demonstration of how it works. Number one key feature, obviously safety. I'm here in Southern Florida. We have our hurricane season starts pretty soon. What a great thing to have fully charged, stored up, ready to go when you hear hurricanes coming, to have 1000 watts, maximum of 1200 watts out at a single time available to you in your house. I mean, what a great backup. Obviously, it's not going to be good for if the zombies are coming and it's going to be 2 weeks without power. But if you got to go 2 days without power and you want to be able to charge, you could charge a cell phone like 20 times, a laptop like 10 times. I've used these things. You could run the TV for like 8 hours, send the kids in the other room, let them watch a DVD for the entire day on something like this. Overall, super flexible that way. Great thing to have as a backup in your house. Another great use for this is, you know, Nikki and I, we do a lot of RVing, and what a great thing to have if you're not going to carry a generator with you. If you want to go boondocking, again, you can't go drive off into the woods for a week with the power that this has, but if you want to pull off, go visit a national park or something like that for 2 days, not carry a generator, again, you could charge your laptop, run the TV, charge your phones, all that kind of basic stuff. And really, I think that is a great thing, especially with its small size. Okay, let's talk about some of the functions, and let me show you one of the things I wanted to show you. First off, to turn it on, just press this button, hold it down for 2 seconds, turns on, gives you its charge amount, and gives you the approximate amount of time that something will run on it. So let's use that example of you're going to go boondocking, or let's say there's a hurricane here, I don't have power for a couple days. What do I want? I want a fan, right? I want to keep myself cool, have a nice relaxing time. Let's see what happens if we plug a fan into it. So one of those things you're going to want to know, there are 2 AC ports here in the front. Plug it in. You can hear the fan go on a little bit. Okay, so the fan's blowing on high here. I only have a 63% charge. It's using 20 watts. Doing that, it will run for 17 hours. Let's try making it oscillate, see if that shortens the lifespan. Okay, we're now oscillating. Picked up a couple watts. Okay, so now it'll run for 16 hours. Okay, here is a serious test. Okay, most of these things can't pull that much power. This one can. So let's see what happens if I turn on the heating element. Heat is on. Power out has jumped up to 600 watts. And I have heat. How long do I have heat for? So because it's only at 63% charge, I only have heat for 1 hour. It's telling me 57 minutes. So basically you can run a heated fan for 2 hours if this was fully charged, obviously. I think that's pretty amazing. I'm going to turn it off. And you'll hear the fan kick down, so it's going to be less loud. That is really impressive. Most of these devices you see will not support this kind of power out. I've actually used it. We went to the beach the other day to do some stand-up paddleboarding, and I needed to blow up 3 stand-up paddleboards, and I used this to power a really big pump, and it takes a lot of energy to pump those things up. And it worked perfectly, almost took no life out of it. It was really freaking cool. So let me tell you a couple more things that you want to know about it. So you could charge directly DC, you could do solar charging, or you could use a wall charger. It takes about 5 to 6 hours to get to about 80% charge, which is totally reasonable. So you have 2 USB-Cs. One's 18 watts, the standard one. One is 100 watts, and that you could charge in or pull out with that. And you have 3 standard USB-As. Again, like I told you, you have the 2 AC plugs as well as a carport. Overall, super duper flexible. Works really well. One last thing I will show you, which seems to me always to be the most nonsense thing, but they all have it. So you must want to see it. Let's see. Oh, it's got an LED light. I don't know. It seems like the minorest little thing, but they all seem to include them, so they must be popular. In any case, this thing's super cool. Love the compact size. You do need to know it weighs an appropriate amount for something with 10,000 watts of power. That's so crazy. Yeah, this thing's super cool. I'm going to give it a full 5 out of 5 on the Doug score. Say, if you're looking for portable power or a temporary backup in your house, this is great. Hope this was helpful. We'll see you next time.